Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. On this video, I want to talk about a little bit regarding, cloud gaming versus playing something on your GPU and CPU. Um, to me personally, I don't want to be some kind of a physical media fanboy or waving my flag for one side or the other. I'm simply saying that to me personally, nothing will change this type of experience where you are playing something directly from a computer, you know, and you don't have to wait for your stable internet to be there. Um, it's just the idea that like you got something on your hard drive. Just the idea that you have something on your hard drive and you don't need the internet to be able to play it. I mean, you do need the internet to log in, to verify that you have the game installed, but you don't have to be connected to the internet at all times in order to play. And, you're getting a much better graphics and better detail, as you're going to see right here, obviously. And that's something that, to me personally, cloud gaming will always have a difficult time changing because, I mean, let's be honest, guys. The internet, it's still flip flop. I mean, the problem is, here's the issue, man. Here's the biggest issue when it comes to cloud gaming. Everyone's talking about these cloud gaming services, but none of these services seems to talk about, hey, what are we going to do with all these internet service providers? Can we negotiate with them? Can we make some kind of a deal with them? Can we get the some sort of agreement with them so they can have us give people a stable internet with no data caps, with no data charges, stuff like that? And obviously, these internet services companies are not going to do that unless you can give them something in return where they can profit money. Remember, they're in business to profit money. They're not in a charity business. All right. So you have to look at things from the both sides of the aisle. I tried to look at things from the both sides of the aisle. Sure, there's positives about playing a game like this on a cloud, right? Whenever it comes available on a cloud. You don't have to wait for any downloads, any updates. Boom, you're like good to go. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about that. There's that. You know what I mean? And then there's the other aspect of it. You can pick up where you left off on your other device, but you're going to need a stable internet. Okay, so. However, here you don't have to worry about stable internet. You don't have to worry about no data caps because you're running it from your machine. The only thing you have to worry about is your electricity bill that your rig, your PC, whatever it is that you're using, it's eating that electricity. But we still, in my opinion, both ways of playing are cool. I mean, I think it's cool that you can play something without having a necessary expensive PC hardware and you can lease it. I think that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that idea, But at the same time, I also understand that majority of gamers don't like that idea because they don't actually get to own the game, you're paying Here's the thing. It's difficult to swallow the idea of you paying a full price for something that you don't actually own. This I paid. I mean, this is part of what I paid for. I mean, it's always going to be on my hard drive, unless Ubisoft gets shut down and they don't exist anymore. They go out of business. Maybe, I guess that's the only way. But I know that this is something I can always play. With other services, you don't know. PlayStation Now can get shut down, but PlayStation Now, it's a monthly subscription. You're not paying a full price for the games. Google Stadia, I mean, really, well, let's be honest. I mean, you're paying a full price for something that you really have no idea what's going to happen. it's like betting. You betting the money. It's like you betting the $60 on every and each bet while they're folding. So it's like a poker. It's like a poker game, and and they're not telling you anything. They're not giving you any information on what they're going to do next. They're not talking to you. They're So there's that. I mean, there's that aspect of it, and that's something that makes me a bit uncomfortable. I mean, listen, man, money's money. We all need money, and then losing money. The worst part about the money is when you pay for something and you don't get any value. I mean, I'm not cheap, guy. I'm not cheap, and I don't mind spending money. But what bothers me is you're spending money on something where you really have no idea if you're going to get any value from it. That sucks, because you work hard for that money and then you spend money on it and you're like, where's my value? How can I trust this company? This company, Google Stadia, won't even reply to me. They won't even talk to me. They won't even talk to Google has the worst customer service. I mean, it's as worst as like insurance companies. They're worse than the insurance companies, like the health insurance companies. You try to reach your health insurance carrier, and it's like, how terrible that experience is, how brutal that experience is. And then you have, obviously, Google is just terrible. Just like, you can never reach them. I mean, just like, good luck, man. It's just... And they never really give you any answer. And when you do reach them, finally, they never give you any answers. They always give you the same repeating, robotic, synchronized, looping answers like, keep up to date, we'll let you know. Keep up to date, we'll let you know. We'll never let you know. So here's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to shit on Google Stadia. Like I said, I'm giving it a chance. It works. Okay, it works when it works, but you're gonna need internet. Okay, I mean, if you don't have a stable internet, then just listen. Just forget about Google Stadia. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you're somebody who's on the fence, if you don't have a stable internet, forget about it. It ain't happening, cousin. You just forget about that shit and just move on. Stay with your console, with your PC, with your laptop. Trust me, you don't want to deal with that nonsense. All right. So just remember that. That's number one. Number two is these prices of these games. I mean, you look at Steam, you look at other services. You Play Plus. I got the Ultimate Edition of this game. I got it for free. I mean, not for free. I'm paying $10 a month. Was it $14 a month? But still, it's included. $100 plus the Ultimate Edition. I get everything in it. All right. So I'm getting a much better value from Uplay Plus than I am from Google Stadia. And why would why would Ubisoft put this game part of a pro subscription? They're not going to do that because they want you to come to the Uplay Plus. Why would EA Access put their games part of the subscription? What they're going to do is they're going to put their games for you to pay. You're going to pay for this game full price. If you want to get the Ultimate Edition, $100 full price. If you want to pay the even Electronic Arts, if you want to pay for the Electronic Arts games like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, you're going to have to pay the full price. So the question's going to be, so why? Why would you do that? I mean, my question to Phil Harrison and Google is, why would I do that? Why would I bother paying a full price for something that I can actually put on my hard drive and play directly from my GPU? But I know what he's going to say. He's going to say, but he's going to say that, oh, but you can play this anywhere. You don't have to drag your PC. You can play this anywhere. Well, guess what? I can actually play this game anywhere too. But he's going to say, you're going to need an extra laptop to play this. Yes, maybe I have an extra laptop to play this. But you'll need a powerful laptop. Look, I get it, dude. I understand his argument. But the thing is, you need a stable internet. Are you going to have a stable internet? Are you going to have a stable internet if you go somewhere else? Are you going to have a stable internet when you go to a Starbucks? or when you go to a hotel, you think the hotel's going to give you the best internet with no data cap? You think they're going to give you the best of the best? No, they're not. So I can still counter his argument. You know what I mean? So my whole point is, look, here's what I'm trying to say. If Google Stadia had like 23 games, if all of their games were, all of the 23 games were part of the pro subscription, and then you're paying $10 a month, okay, I can swallow that. I can eat that for lunch. All right, I'll eat that for lunch. I can swallow that. But the problem is they're giving you 4 games, and these 4 games are really nothing to brag about, except maybe Destiny 2. But you can play Destiny 2 for free on Steam right now. Look, guys, I'm giving it a Google Stadia try. I'm trying to be fair. That's what I said I was gonna do. That's what I said from the beginning. I said I was gonna do. People been bugging me about this, been asking me, and I said, look, didn't I say summer of 2019 when they finally announced it? Didn't I say I'll try to be fair with Google Stadia? And that's what I'm trying to do. But now I'm starting to realize that, hey, sure, technology works, but your service is just terrible in terms of games. I mean, you're charging people full price, and then you're asking them to pay $10 a month, and you're asking them to pay $140 for the controller and the Chromecast Ultra. You're asking too much, and you're giving little in return, and you got no features. I can't even send a message to my friends. I can't even check the achievements. There's no achievements. People can't even see what photos I took from the gameplay. There's so many damn features missing. And what are you guys doing? It's been 3 weeks. How about this? What have you guys been doing in the past few years? Aren't you supposed to be taking care of this prior to the launch of your service? I mean, this is embarrassing for a huge company like Google. What have you been doing all these years? Past 5, 7, 8 years, or let's say 10 years. What have you been doing? You know, this is something you had plenty of time to fix all of this. You had plenty of time to implement all of these features. You had plenty of time to approach developers and work with developers and other companies and studios and publishers. You had plenty of time to do all of that for a big giant company like you, Google. It's embarrassing. I would be embarrassed. I mean, because last time I checked, you guys are not a small company. Your net worth is pretty freaking high. All right, you're not a small company. All right, so, and this is just an honest talk. Like I said, I'm not trying to pick a side, hold a flag for one side or the flag for the other side. I'm just trying to give you guys an honest talk, a real honest talk, because you all know I bought this. I have this service, and I'm just asking Google Stadia, like, well, why aren't you talking to your subscriber? I mean, why aren't you talking to people who paid you money, who are the founders editions? You know, you're not talking to me. You know I bought it. You can clearly see on my Twitter page. You're not blind. You can see what I have written down. It's not like you have 1 million comments. You know. So why not reply to the individuals who actually support you? I really don't understand. You are shitting on the hand that feeds you. Or you are, no, hold on. You are ignoring a hand that feeds you. Why are you ignoring a hand that feeds you? It's almost like you really want to fail. It feels to me, honestly, it feels to me like you guys want to fail. And you have a history of failure. You have a history of failure. I mean, let's just be honest. There's a list of all the things that rest in peace considering Google. Google Glass, and should I go on and on and on? Okay, Chromecast, it's Chromecast Ultra, fine. It succeeded a little bit, but everything else in between, it just failed. So, I don't know if you guys can survive gaming. I personally think that Google Stadia, it's going to fail when it comes to gaming. I don't think that they know how to do it. I don't think developers are afraid to put their games on a Google Stadia because of so much backlash. They're not going to put it there. They're going to put it on Epic Store. They're going to put it on Steam. They're going to put it on somewhere where it's profitable. So I really don't think that in my opinion, guys, I'm just being honest. And this is me really looking at it like honestly and fairly, like logistically looking at a trajectory through realistic business point of view. And I'm telling you right now, I don't think they're gonna. I really don't think they're gonna be able to survive this, man. And if Google wants to prove me wrong, I mean, please prove me wrong. If you're watching this video, for the love of God, prove me wrong. I would love for you to prove me wrong, so I can say I was wrong. Like, prove me wrong, so I can say I was wrong. But so far, I see nothing on the horizon. I see absolutely nothing from Google Stadia that I can say, hey, they got something going on. Right now, dude, it's not just me saying this. We're a lot of supporters, other YouTubers out there who are supporting Google Stadia, who bought Google Stadia, who are Founders Edition, like I am of Google Stadia. Remember, we supported you from the beginning. We paid for your device. We're the first one to sign up for the service. And what are you doing? What are you doing? Nothing. Tell us that you're having a difficult time. At least tell us something. Tell us, hey, we're having a difficult time. We're working on it. Something. But I'm not seeing anything. You said you're going to have a Ghost Recon Breakpoint coming up in December. I don't see nothing. Where is it? Where's the Ubisoft? Is Ubisoft gonna jump the ship? So I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see it, man. And I know there's a lot of you who are following my channel. You are a Google Stadia fan. I'm a Google Stadia fan too. But as a fan, we should demand some answers. We need to know what's going on. Why is it that this company is having a difficult time communicating with their customers? We paid for your service. Don't make us refund this thing. Don't make us jump the ship. Don't make us unsubscribe. Why do you want to do that? That's my whole point. And they're really, I mean, guys, I'm not kidding. They're really having a difficult time communicating. Like, why is it difficult to communicate with somebody who purchased your device? And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, what's going on with Google Stadia? It's almost as if they want to fail. And then they didn't show up at the Game Awards. Why are you not showing up at the Game Awards? Like, what's going on? You afraid you're gonna get booed? Boo, boo. Yeah, you will get booed. You're getting booed because you're not bringing us what you promised us. Where's these games? What's going on? Where are these games? You can't even put Age of Empire in there. You can't even put, I mean, there's tons of games you can't put for crying out loud, You can't even put these indie games from Steam on your service. Now, just imagine that when you are having a difficult time putting indie games, independent developer games onto your service, that shows me that's that. It's rest in peace. You're having a difficult time putting indie games onto your service. What are you going to convince me to bring Electronic Arts and all the other ones? Come on. Good luck with that. They're going to all jump to Epic Games. They're going to jump to Steam. They're going to jump to the services like Game Pass Ultimate. That's where they're going to jump. They're not going to jump on your service. Okay? So what I want to say in closing here is that it feels more and more that they're gonna fail. It feels to me more and more that this service to me, it feels like, I don't know, guys. If I'm listen, I want to be wrong. I would love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong, so that way this service survives. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope they prove me wrong. But so far, Google, you're not giving me any indications. Google, you are not giving me any indications that you are going to succeed. So far, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything at all. What I'm seeing so far from you, Google, is rest in peace. Another rest in peace graveyard stone that's going to be put on there. I'm really, I mean, look, if you want to prove me wrong, and if all of you out there want to prove me wrong, but don't prove me wrong with just typing. I want you to prove me wrong with facts, like statements from Google. I don't want to hear this guy said this on the Reddit, or this individual said this. The hearsay doesn't do anything for me. I want 100% concrete confirmation from Google where they say, okay, this is what we got going on. So far, I'm not seeing diddly, zero, diddly shit. I'm not seeing nothing from them. And they're not communicating with me. They're not communicating with anybody. They're not giving anybody any answers. So what does that leave me? That leaves me only with one final conclusion. And that one final conclusion is that they're headed to the iceberg. They're going to hit that iceberg. It's going to be a Titanic. It is what it is. Like I said, prove me wrong. I would love to be proven wrong, so that I can make a video where I say I was wrong. But so far, I'm not seeing anything on the horizon that's going to indicate that. Okay? So if they can prove me wrong, please prove me wrong. I would love to be wrong, so that I can say I was wrong. But so far, I'm not seeing anything on the horizon. But anyway, what do you guys think? What do you think about Google Stadia? And I think I gave it a fair shake. I'm giving it a fair shake. If anybody gave it a fair shake, it is this guy. I'm giving it 100% fair shake. But I'm not seeing anything on the horizon. Dude, I'm not seeing anything. Nothing's moving in the right direction. Okay? So, and where's the discounts? I mean, it's a Christmas, for crying out loud. It's a Christmas season, holiday season. Where's your discounts? What's going on? Anyway, you tell me if I'm wrong. You tell me if I'm wrong. Let me know what you think. All right, guys. And this is coming from a guy who actually has the service, who's paying $10 a month. So I have every right to complain about it. I have every right to complain because I bought the damn service. So I have a right to complain about it. And they're not giving us diddly shit that I can say, okay, I see something coming up in the future. All right, guys. Well, have a good one, though, and take care. Remember, lack of communication that's coming from Google only indicates to me that they already failed. And them not showing up at the Game Awards also indicates that they failed. And then them doing a bunch of tests, going around the cities, going around the nationwide cities, trying to give people a demo test to convince them, also shows me that they're struggling. This shows me nothing but a struggle. And I can see a struggle when it happens. And this is struggling. This is backpedaling, struggling, fighting the current in the water. It's what this is. All right, guys. Have a good one, though. Take care. Let me know what you think. But please be civil down in the comment sections. Thank you. Appreciate it.